I'm racing in my first adult track meet tonight. I'm either gonna wear this if I'm feeling confident. I've never raced the mile. Okay, wait, this actually looks really cute together. I wasn't sure if I'd feel confident in this, but I'm like nervous. The track meet is at the Armory, which is on the Upper West Side. It's part of a series that New York Roadrunners puts on throughout the winter and into the early spring called Night at the Races. In February, I'm doing the 3K. Okay, besides the 7 marathons I've run, this is the first time I've never raced in a track event. Well, I guess in middle school I did. It's obviously so different from marathons and half marathons. From what I've been told, there's no place to warm up really. The event is of course indoors. I think I'll have to do most of my warm-up outside. Okay, I couldn't find a hoodie, but I also think I need to put my hair down a little. I got my Coros to charge. Alrighty. I need to put my shoes on. I'm wearing the Cloudboom Strikes. Here's the thing. I have a lot of feelings about what it means to be competitive as a woman and how women are allowed to be competitive, especially in like a recreational setting. I think it's a little bit different when you're actually an elite competitive athlete. Like I think if you're really good at your sport or you're really good at what you do, then like you're allowed to be competitive. But on the recreational level, I feel like men are allowed to get really competitive with each other and have that outlet. And I know this because I go to my boyfriend's recreational basketball games and these men are like fiercely competitive and I love it. Women don't have a lot of spaces where they're allowed to do this. So tonight is my equivalent of your adult men's recreational basketball games.
Yes, I'm very excited. This is the first time I get to cheer you on.
Okay, King. Correct answer.
And you better win.
I want to win. Low-key, I hate losing.
Go on and on.
It's a feminine na-na-na.
I'm gonna be screaming from the bleachers.
I feel like women are expected to be still like nice because that's what we're taught from a young age is the most paramount thing, being nice. Okay, so there just really wasn't enough space to warm up inside. I'm trying to get at least a mile of warm up in before I race. It's important to be kind. It's important to be a good person. But do we have to be nice all the time? I mean, I just think it's a different standard we're held to, and then I think it actually backfires because not to be a 30-year-old woman bringing up my undergraduate thesis, but I was a cognitive science major and I wrote my thesis on suppression and rebound effects, which is when you have like an invasive thought or maybe a belief that you perceive as like, oh, I shouldn't be thinking this, and therefore you try and suppress it. There are so many studies in psychology that show that the active suppression of a thought only makes that thought grow and then manifest in usually a much more harmful way than if you just acknowledged it and tried to like work through it. I think if women were given permission to be a little nastier out on the field or on the track or whatever it may be, they were really celebrated for being fierce competitors the way men are at all levels of sport.
Let's go, Lydia!
Then probably we'd be a lot nicer to each other, is my theory. Critique it in the comments. Okay, so turns out racing the mile kind of hurts. I didn't know what to expect for myself. I had practiced the mile once before and I wanted to go at least 6:10 or under. I ended up going 5:52, which I was so pumped about. And if you want to go watch, I made a whole YouTube video about this race and about being a retired college athlete and still finding spaces to compete as a woman.